Hello, this is Lisa Lanasa with Diverge.com coming to you today from my super simple white kitchen. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about some of the things that I keep as pantry staples. These are wonderful low carb products that can really help in a pinch if you don't have fresh food around, if you're running late getting to the store and you need to get dinner on the table. These are a few things that I love that have minimal ingredients, minimal preservatives, and I want to share with you today. I have 4 categories. First of all, proteins. Second, dairy and dairy-like products. Third, tree nuts, seeds, and similar types of products, nut products. And the fourth are all the extras. So first of all, talking about proteins, there are so many types of canned fish and canned meats available. A few of the things that I really love are canned salmon. This is just salmon and water available from Aldi, and it's wonderful. It has bones included, and now I remember my mom, when I was young, would go through and take all of the bones out before she would make salmon patties. I don't do that. I take a fork and mash them all up. Add a little bit of almond flour, an egg maybe, some spices, some diced vegetables, and away I go. So you certainly don't have to take out the bones. It adds a lot of extra calcium and nutrients to your food. Another thing, sardines. I do dig sardines. These things are amazing, and once again, very high in nutrients. Keep the bones in if you find any. Now you might be saying, ew, sardines, those are disgusting. What I usually do is take 2 cans of regular tuna, mix it with 1 can of sardines, and they're fantastic. I do also like smoked herring. I will eat that plain, and very high in the nutrients again. I don't have any of that right now to show you, but if you want to be adventurous and try it sometime, go for it. One thing that my husband really likes is crab meat. So I usually keep a few cans of crab meat in the house. These have extra ingredients, which I personally don't care for. He likes crab salad every once and again, so that's a great option for him. And my final fish item are, well, seafood are minced clams. I prefer the minced to make clam chowder because the rest of my family, they're not so wild about clams. So minced actually makes them a little bit more palatable, and I find easier to pass on to the family. My final meat product is salami. I love these pantry shelf stable salamis from Aldi. These are amazing. I usually buy 3 or 4 at a time and just throw them in the pantry and use them for a quick appetizer platter or snack, whatever I need. My second category is milk and milk-like products. Tetra Paks are just finally starting to catch on in the USA. They've been in Europe and the rest of the world for 25 years. But I really love these little Tetra Paks of whipped cream from Trader Joe's. These are my go-to dairy. If you are dairy-free, there are lots of other options for you as far as coconut milks, and I'll show you those in a second. As far as cream goes, you can also find products like this. This is a Mexican product that I found at an import store. This is a very distant second to the Trader Joe's option. This one has a slightly yellow tint to it. It's not quite as appetizing. It sure will do in a pinch, but if I had my choice, I would go with this all the time. Keep a couple in your pantry in case you run out, or in case you run out of the refrigerated option, or if you need to make a special item without having an extra trip to the grocery store. Now, as far as coconut milks and coconut cream, these are 2 that I use. There are so many different brands out there, both at the conventional grocery stores and at some of the import stores. Find what works for you. I usually try to go with the things that have the least amount of ingredients. This imported coconut milk from Thailand has one of the smallest ingredients lists that I could find. It still has a few preservatives, actually just 1, a sodium as a preservative, which I think is great, if that's the only one. This one from Trader Joe's has a few thickening agents in it, and while I really don't prefer that, I don't have this all the time, and if I watch my meter and watch my CGM, it's okay. So do whatever works for you as far as that goes. And I know that doesn't really fall into the dairy category, non-dairy more like it, but it's a milk type of product, so that's why I kept it in the dairy category. My third category is tree nuts and seeds. This is one category that I am a huge fan of. I need to measure out everything though. It's dangerous to grab a handful of nuts and snack away on them. It's really, really, really easy to overeat, and I know we have a lot of problems with that. So a few things that I love for cooking, for recipes, for salads. This is one, sliced almonds. It is simply almonds. You can't go wrong with that. And all of these nuts and seeds are from Aldi. And while I have absolutely no affiliation with Aldi, I should, because I shop there all the time and I promote their products a lot. Pumpkin seeds, roasted and salted sunflower kernels, pepitas, oven roasted almonds, which this bag is almost gone. I need to get more. And finally, cashews. Cashews are super dangerous. Beware of cashews. They will raise your blood sugar dramatically and much more quickly and higher than a lot of other nuts. They are a lot higher in carbohydrates. So be careful with cashews. I have this around because my husband likes it, and I usually send the bag with him to work, so they're not in my house. And finally, chia seeds. I love chia seeds, and I use them for a hot cereal that I make in the morning. I use them for lots of different options. My daughters eat chia in plain yogurt with a few sweet drops, so we always keep chia seeds in the house. And last but not least, peanut butter. I really like peanut butter. I'm not so much of a fan of almond butter or sun butter. I don't know why. It just doesn't quite have the same satisfaction level for me. So I go for regular peanut butter, actually crunchy peanut butter. There is nothing else. But this is actually just peanuts and salt. So I always want to urge you to read all of your labels. Go for the smallest ingredient list possible. If you can ever find something like this that is peanuts and salt, so much the better. Peanut butter is deceptive. Companies will call it natural peanut butter, and it will have sugar in it, it will have other oils in it, it will have all sorts of other things. So stick with a peanut butter that is sugar-free and just peanuts and salt. That goes for all of the other nuts as well. Many of them are deceptive because they will be roasted in a separate oil and then salted. Sometimes they have other ingredients as well. For all of these items, read all of your labels. Now my last category, also talking about reading labels, is all of my extras. This is a type of broth that I love. It is Pacific Organic Vegetable Broth. This is the only broth I have found that that's readily available and not just available online. But this one does not have any extra ingredients. Many broths contain salt. I will either make the broth myself or I will purchase this. I like having this in the pantry just in case I haven't made broth recently. So this is a perfect option. It is just vegetables and some spices. Also rounding out my extras category, olives. I do love olives and I snack on them all the time. Olives, pickles, it's a great way to get some extra salt in your diet. Once again, look at labels. And my last item in this category are miracle noodles. These are shirataki noodles, and they are gluten-free and 0 calories, soy-free, everything. They're amazing. And they do take a little bit of getting used to. You don't want to eat them plain. You need to rinse well, and you need to use some sort of a sauce with them, or use them in a broth or something that it can absorb the flavors, but they are a great option for pasta lovers. Anyway, those are some of my favorite pantry staples. Thank you so much. I realize that, of course, everybody has different tastes. Everybody is in a different location. You may or may not have access to things like this, but hopefully this has given you a couple different ideas on things that you can keep in your pantry just for emergencies. We always hate those food emergencies where you look in the refrigerator and something isn't in there, but it's also great to have just different options on days where you're looking for a change. So keep a few items in your pantry just for those days, and you won't be tempted with foods that you're not supposed to eat. So thank you so much. I appreciate you watching, and if you like this, like it, share it, tell everybody about it, and we'll see you later. Bye. Pickles. I love pickles. Ask my mom. I was always the one stealing from the pickle tray at holidays. And you know what? Thanksgiving and Christmas are coming up, two of my favorite holidays, because I get pickles and olives to snack on all day long. I love that. Amazing. Bye.